I don't know if that's good with the lighting or it's just natural lighting, and I'm using GoPro. So, what is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bringing you just another video. Just a thank you video, really, for I've reached 900 subs. It's taken me, it's not taking me long, only about 4 years. Guys, I get it. My channel's like garbage. I understand, like, I don't really do any editing. I don't script anything. There's no production value. I just like to record and chit chat and play games. That's fine. It's cool. It's what I like to do. I don't monetize it. Part of me wishes I could. The only reason I don't put any effort in, really, as you all know, is just exhaustion. Been awake almost all the time is really tiring. I just want to say thanks for 900 subs. I think it's awesome. I know there's like people with like millions and tens of millions of subs, and it's cool. I enjoy it. You guys are awesome. Like several of you I've added over the years, and we've played together, and you guys are cool, and I appreciate it. And in the past, I've I don't monetize this channel. Like, you probably don't. I hope you don't get ads, because I don't monetize anything. I have no sponsors. Obviously, I'm a tiny little shitty channel, so it's fine. But I've tried to thank everybody in the past. So I've reached when I reached 100 subs, I did a game giveaway. So I bought a game of a person. Okay. So I've just had to start recording again. It just decided to stop recording. Does anyone know why? GoPro 7 Hero Silver. I wanted to buy the black for the rechargeable batteries. They only last about an hour, and that's not even on 4K. So I bought an extra one because I've got into mountain biking. I bought originally a Carrero Kraken. They were like 500 quid, hardtail. It's a cool bike for price. It's all right. But then I really got into it after one ride. I'm like, this is amazing. I live 5 minute ride from Transpennine Trail, which runs all the way across UK. I want to explore it, but I can only get so far. And then because there's so many off trails that go in different directions, and then there's entire country roads and villages and towns that you have to pass through to get. And I just yeah, but I want to go further than I've been going. But so after one ride, I bought the Canyon Neuron 7 aluminium frame, but it's an awesome bike. And I've just bought the Neuron 8. In hindsight, I wish I'd have bought a Strive or a Lux or something, maybe a cross country, maybe even a hardtail. But the Neuron 8 is just. So I didn't realise the Neuron 7 I bought in 2016, 4 years ago. It doesn't, I've barely ridden it. That's a problem. So it looks brand new. Okay, riding at the moment, it's very dry, so it's very dusty. So it's stealth black. So the fine dust is it's finer than ice and sugar. I've never actually seen cocaine, but that talcum powder. It's finer than that. It really is I've never been to Mars, but it's regular from Mars. It's so fine that I have to brush it off with a paintbrush. And you can see all dust coming off, and it's like liquid almost. It just brushes off, but still loads gets clogged up places. So I bought a muck-off compression cleaner. I've sort of half put it together on video. So you guys probably already know that I've done a couple of videos, but I've started a new channel called Just Another Mountain Biking Channel. Yay! I've got 2 subscribers. I'm one of them. But, it's just starting out. And what I thought I'd do is just record going riding. At the moment, there's no epic trails. I'm not that sort of rider. I used to be, but that was 20 years ago. So I'm just getting back into it. I can't even pull a wheelie on my bike. The 29-inch wheels and the suspension are throwing me for a loop. And not that I want to pull wheelies, but it's such a simple manoeuvre that I can't even do. But the Neuron 8 is. So it's a 4-year updated model. It's carbon frame. I went for carbon frame this time. It's full suspension again. It's horizontal suspension on back this time instead of vertically. It's more travel. My current Neuron is 110 on the front and 100 on the back. I think the new one's 130, 120 or 130, 110. Carbon frame. It's gone from my current is a 2-drive 11-speed Shimano DRX-T Shadow Plus. So really decent, but the new model's got the SRAM GX Eagle, so I feel like I've always wanted to try out SRAM, and I didn't want the NX base model. I'm sure it's fine, but the GX and then the GX Eagle would have been nice to get the XX01, but oh well. So that's stealth black with silver or grey on the top crossbar, and then goes up into the seat post. I've talked about this before. But the channel, I've got plenty of footage. I've got like hours of footage. It's just not that exciting because I'm not doing any cool trails or, I'm just riding a bike path and going around parks and stuff, like lakes, like a public park, big lakes and stuff. And it's cool. It's enjoyable. I'm trying to get back in shape because you can see I put on a bit of weight, guys. It's just taken 5 years to put on like 1.5 stone extra weight, and I hate it. And that's just because you guys know the insomnia. I'm exhausted, can't do much, lost my appetite, so I only eat like once or twice a week, but that's still more calories than I've been burning, which is insane. So, cop cars. So I'm hopefully going out on bike and wanting to lose that weight, get back in shape. I've not been out for the last few days because when I went out I got really bad sunburn, even though I put like factor 50 on everywhere. I got really bad sunburn, and I've also about 2 weeks ago trapped a nerve in my neck, and like all my neck muscles and back here swollen. It's a lot better, but it's still not very nice. But apparently it's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm a bit pissed off. It's a really nice day today. It's been really hot and I should have gone out, but with the sunburn making me, well, it's painful sunburn, but it makes you feel sick when you get a real sunburn. All my legs are raw red. You can see like short marks, and arms not too bad, but you can kind of see. So yeah, started the new channel, and but I'm looking for a companion rider. Now I prefer female, but before you pervs start getting pervy, I know what you're thinking. Not true. I just realised that I get on fine with guys and women, but in the past I've always had mainly female friends. I have plenty of guy friends, but my closest friends were like female. And I just realised, like, I don't know any, like, because I've moved around so much. I've studied at so many different universities, and then I've moved with work and teaching, mainly teaching or been a designer. And did designers fine, working freelance, but when I've been teaching, I've often moved. And I've moved so many times in my life that I just realised I don't know any women anymore. I know 0 females. That's insane. That's insane. I've had so many close friends who were women and guys. But I'm like, yeah, a cool female rider, like just to ride with on the bikes, just to transport a path, go exploring. I just think it'd be cool. I'm happy for a guy dude who's into mountain biking. I prefer male or female to be like experienced, because I basically, for all intents and purposes, I know nothing about mountain biking. I've done research, and I think I could strip down a mountain bike, but the idea of that to me is really scary, so I'd rather have someone that knows this stuff. The only reason it's scary for me is because these bikes cost thousands of pounds. So I should be getting the Neuron 8 in about, there's a bit of a delay. Unfortunately it's not going to ship till like July 13th to 16th or 13th to 20th. And then there's usually like 2 weeks delivery, because like Canyon is precision German engineering, great company, great bikes. Company's really, really useful and decent until I bought the bike, and the moment I paid, they just sort of like, maybe that was just bad, just a one-off experience, but there's some problems, and it's like a little bit frustrating, but still, generally they seem like an awesome group of designers and company, and they're really helpful when you're shopping, and so getting the new bike, I want someone to ride with. Like, it's awesome riding, listen to music, but I see all these people out in groups, or they've got male, female partners. They could be partners or just riding companions or friends, or male, female, and I'm just there on my own, and I don't know anyone in this area, and there's like hundreds or thousands of people out, and I don't know anyone. I don't know a single person from this area, and I've been here 5 years. Yeah, everyone I know is online now, due to the nature of moving so much and just losing contact with friends in real life, and then like all the medical problems, just becoming isolated and just like going on medical leave, and then so all the people colleagues and students that I knew as a lecturer don't know anyone anymore. So it's really weird. It's a weird situation to be in. So it'd be cool to get someone who wants to go riding. I live in South Yorkshire. Like, if you guys want to travel to where I am, we can get straight onto Transpennine Trail. It's like 5-10 minutes away. Bring a bike. I'm happy to pay for food, drinks, petrol costs, no problem. Just looking for a bit of riding companionship, and someone who knows something about bikes would be really awesome. Don't look at this me offering to pay as like a free meal ticket, but out of the kindness, I don't want to get abused and used, but I'm happy to pay, because I'm asking for something. I'm asking for like someone to go riding with. And I've looked into bike clubs, but the idea of like big groups and stuff, I don't know. It just seems a bit. I'm sure it's cool, and I'm sure maybe eventually I'll like get into that. I don't know, but for now I'd like an experienced rider who knows stuff about mountain bikes. Who like I'm like a little bit overweight, as you can see. I don't like being on camera, but well, I can still do like. It's frustrating, but I do like 30-40 mile after doing no exercise for like a couple of years. I just go out and do like 30-40 mile, come back. Oh, I'm fine on bike. It's a bit tiring, but obviously when I get off the bike, I can't walk because I'm so can't walk upstairs. But I'm so tired afterwards, but I still can't fall asleep. It's so frustrating. This insomnia is driving me fucking insane. I bet it's driving you guys more insane because I talk about it all the time, but it is like, it's not a part of my life. It is basically who I am now. I am this disease, this condition. It's very frustrating. Like a couple hours a month sleep, and that's hard for a lot of people to believe. And I get it, but it didn't start out that way. It literally was, I got 6 hours a night sleep, and then it just got worse and worse and worse. And then suddenly I was doing like 2-3 days awake, then 4 days awake, then a week, then 9 days, then 11, then 13 days. I'm like, what the fuck? So then that's when I started going to hospital. I was suffering with like 3 days awake, like full 72 hours awake, without even thinking it was again, I knew it was a problem, but it didn't register in my mind that this is a serious problem. It didn't register that it was a medical problem. I was like, God, I can't sleep again. I'm so frustrating, but what are you going to do? So I just used to, all that time, there's a reason why I could put 20-hour work days in, 22-hour work days and more, because I was awake all the time, and I loved designing, and I loved writing and doing research, so I loved it. So it was like a hobby / work / studies for me, and that's why I did, like, during my degree, I did like the equivalent of like 3 degrees, because I did so much work, and it was just insane. Like, without even at the time thinking it was insane, because I loved it. But this is a rambling video. This was just initially a thank you video, and I was like, what can I do as a thank you for 900 subs? And like, I feel really bad when I like do like a giveaway. So I've done 3 games, brand new games of people's choices, plus a brand new Elgato capture card. That 150 quid. So you're welcome, whoever won that. Weird though, the moment they won it and I shipped it, they just like vanished from commenting and stuff. Interesting. No, it's fine. I don't expect like budding friendships. I don't know. First of all, I'd like to apologise for not uploading as much as I usually do or have done. First of all, it's really hot. The sun's on the back all day, and this room gets crazy hot. And you know what the PlayStation 4 is like. The moment Destiny loads, it's like fans on. It gets really, really hot in here. Secondly, it's really exhausting playing. I've mentioned this before, and also I want to get into riding. So I'm trying to, when I can, go out and ride. Not as much as I'd like. I know I can ride in bad weather, but these bikes are expensive, and I feel really like dirty and wrong that I'm riding in you know. I've only been in the rain once, and that was like, it was really sunny. Then just suddenly it was like storm weather. I was like, whoa! By the time I got home, it was sunny again. But it was just manky on bike, and I'm not that good at cleaning at the moment because I've got all the gear and the muck up stuff, but I feel tentative about pouring chemicals all over a bike that costs thousands of pounds. And the new bike costs even more than my old bike. So, but in saying that, what can I do to thank people? Now, this might not apply to a lot of you, but everyone who is interested will get something. So, I'm a big Warhammer 40k fan, guys, like massive 40k fan. So, I have all the so far released audiobooks from Warhammer 40k. Almost all of them. I've got the entire Horus Heresy, which is technically like, there's like 56 books, but then 56 is like, I've done it as like 56.1.2.3 because it's like part of a like collection. And these books, but there's anthologies. So I'll show you in a minute, okay? So like an anthology would be like a collection of 10, 12 short stories. Some of these short stories are like 5-6 hours long, so it's insane. Some are like 2 hours long. Then I've got a lot of really short novellas and things. But like the entire like collection is like a couple of 1,000 hours long, I believe. At least 1,000 hours. I could be wrong. But on top of that, I've also bought every other... So the Horus Heresy is set in the year 32,000. For you guys that know Warhammer 40k, it's generally set in the year 40,000, 40k. The Horus Heresy is before the Emperor was killed. Now, the Emperor's a perpetual, he's immortal, but it's like the psychically most powerful... He's just an extraordinary human being, the apex of evolution, and humans have evolved radically. And when we started accessing the ability to read minds, use the warp, like all sorts of abilities, telekinesis, lightning, kind shields, read minds, control people, just do anything and everything you can think of. Yeah. But when we evolved to that, you know, the Emperor, who calls himself the Emperor, he's like 40. Before he got technically killed, he's sort of still alive, sort of. He's psychically still alive, but his body's just a corpse. But he's like a perpetual, and I think the only reason he's not come back is because his body's entombed in the Golden Throne, which is sort of keeping him in a stasis field, but is decayed over the last 10,000 years. So I think he needs, in the lore, personally, I think he needs to fully die, then he'll be able to reincarnate himself, because he's a perpetual, which is like, he's immortal. He was born 7,000... when was this? He was born like 7,000 years BC. So for those that don't know, basically, it's constant war. The Imperium, the human empire, has got over 1 million planets in its empire. The entire human race is really xenophobic. They like really just destroy every alien species they find. Okay, but the warp, which is the immaterium, is basically... There's a cool little segment. So it goes like this. Star Trek. How do you travel through space? Oh, we travel, warp drive. Babylon 5, hyperspace. Star Wars, light speed. Space Marines, they travel through hell. So the Immaterium is actually hell. It's a non-reality dimension that's full of demons and chaos gods. And basically, they were created by mainly humans and other aliens. So whatever happens in the universe is mirrored in the Immaterium. So there's the one of the chaos gods is Khorne, the blood god. So basically, every time someone gets killed, murdered, there's a battle over like, it's weird, like over tens of thousands of years, we gave birth to these chaos gods that then, and all these other demons, trillions of demons, okay, and they are really powerful, but they feed off us, like we created them. So like, there's a really powerful demon that was created when the first murder was committed by humans. It's not a chaos god, but it's a really powerful demon. And when it was first created, it was actually created. So there'd been wars and battles, but the actual first murder, the betrayal, the actual first murder was actually the Emperor's uncle killing his father when he was a child. But he was born and he was like already at 7 years old. He was like super psychic. He knew what had happened to his dad when he picked up the skull, and he knew his uncle had killed him, so he just looked at his uncle and stopped his heart. Didn't like hate him or anything, but he was just like, yeah. But it's weird because it's constant war and you sort of want humans to win, but it's just so brutal in the universe that everyone's a bad guy, including humans. Like, just there's trillions and trillions of humans in the army. It's an empire. Like, all these before the empire was created, there was a federation. Back in the year like 25,000, 28,000, like technology was so advanced, it was like magic. Now it's still in the year 32,000 and 40,000. It's actually got worse because humans have become stagnant. There's the Mars civilization that believe in the machine god, and they believe all knowledge that's ever been created has already been created, and to create new knowledge is blasphemous. So technology becomes stagnant, and they hoard all secret knowledge. Basically, it's just a mess out there, and it's amazing. It's dark, it's brutal. So what I thought, God, this is a long video. I'm sorry, guys. So let me show you. Right, I'll show you in a minute. What I'm going to do, if anyone's interested in the 40k audiobooks, like I've bought. Let me have a look. I've got all the Horus Heresy so far, and I've also bought everything else I could off Audible, and I have. How many books is this? I don't even know. There's about another 200 books. Like, most of these are like most of them are about 10 to 12 hours. There's some that are like 16 hours. There's some shorter ones that are like 7 hours. And then there's a few like novellas and really short stories that are like 3 20-minute segments. But they're really cool, guys. So, I didn't originally buy the short stories, the really short ones, but they're so good. Okay? There's maybe like the entire series of books are written maybe about 15, 20 different writers. There's a few main ones. Dan Abbott, Gav Thorpe. He might even be a narrator. And there's like a select amount of narrators that they always use. They're awesome. Okay? Now, if anyone's interested in these audiobooks, guys, if you're interested and you don't have the money, I've already bought these. They're all downloaded on my computer. If you're interested, message me. I'll send you. I'll leave my email in the link. Message me and I'll send you an address. And if you want to send USB sticks, I will copy whatever you want. I'll copy all of them. Although you'll need, okay, the Horus Heresy alone is about 60 gigabytes, and the books that I've downloaded from Audible are in AXX files, I think. Now you can convert them to MP3, but these are pretty sizable individually, I think. Let me just have a look. Actually, let me just find one. So like 10 hours. All right, let's have a look at showing Finder. Okay, so what I'll do is I will send. So like there's a 10-hour book that's like 320 meg. Okay, that's fine. Now these are, I don't know. I use a Mac, but you can. I'm sure on a PC I can do it, but I'm not gonna because I'm not converting like 200 files to MP3s for you. You do it your goddamn self. Okay, but. So you're talking like probably 100 gigabytes will get you most of the books. Depends what you want. Okay, I can do whatever you want. If you've only got an 8 gig USB stick that you want to send me, okay, you just have to trust that I'll send it back, and I'll send it back recorded delivery, so it can be tracked and it's got to be signed for. so you feel more comfortable in sending me hardware. But basically, let me show you. So, here's my. It's got all my hard drives, guys. It's got those little. They're awesome. Those Passport ones, 4 terabytes each. We've got 2 4 terabytes there. They're 4 terabytes, apart from the middle one, 6 terabytes, and there's Western Digital Black. They're 8 terabytes each, and then down. Okay, I've got. I'm running. I've got 2 terabyte internal plus an SSD. I'm running Samsung T5 SSD. I've got a brand new one of those somewhere in a box that I've not used yet. I run that in my operating system. It's a beast, man. SSDs are freaking awesome. So here we go. Look, here's what I was talking about. So we've got the Horus Heresy. Look, there we go. Books 1 to 55. If you can see that, I don't know. Let me tap the screen. So. Horus Heresy, Warhammer 4K books 1 to 55. So like I was saying, the anthologies 31 Legacies of Betrayal. So there's multiple books there, many books that make up 40, 50 hours. 37 The Silent War. There's many books there. Shattered Legions again, Medusa and Unforged, Grey Talon. So anyway, I wish I could. I wish I could explain more about 4K, but it's so complex in a massive universe that's been going around from the 80s. It's amazing, guys. It's amazing. And all these audiobooks are not even close to all the books. I've not even got close to all the books. Okay, they're all printed, and bit by bit they're releasing them, or they're deciding what to release. But they've released 400 books audio, and I have all of them that's been released so far. Apart from the odd few that I'm like, nah, I'm not going to bother. Because I realise I'm spending like a shitload on Audible, okay? A shitload. So, what I was saying, look, we've got the Horus Heresy, yeah, there. And so, this is the other... So, I've got multiple downloads of things that I'm like trying to organise. So this... Post Heresy 2 here. This is all like set in the year 40,000. Most of it. Some of it's set in the Horus Heresy. So there's some Horus Heresy short stories there that are not in the main Horus Heresy official books, but these all happened at the same time. But these are just as good. Horus Heresy. So one of the Horus Heresy series, the Primarchs. So the Emperor created 20 sons that are demigods, basically. The Emperor's like a god, basically. He's called the God Emperor. He wiped out religion in the entire human species. It took him thousands of years because he knew how bad it was. But then when he sort of died, before he died, when his son turned against him, his main son, his favourite son, basically, he got tricked by the Chaos Gods and manipulated and was given loads of power. The Emperor's that powerful that the 4 Chaos Gods that normally battle against each other actually teamed up just to beat one man because he's that powerful. And they gave his son loads of power, and his son started doing all rituals and making pacts with demons, and it's so dark and amazing. It is amazing. So this Primarchs anthology, these are all short stories about his sons. So there's Rabuta Gilliman, Lehman Russ, Magnus the Red. That is an awesome book, Magnus. He's like, they've all got different traits of his power. Magnus the Red is the most psychically powerful, like Lorgar, he's also psychic, but he's more in tune with the warp, and he discovered like the demons were real, and it's awesome. Vulcan, he's got like burning red eyes and dark grey skin, and basically was raised on a volcanic world, and he's a perpetual. He's been killed loads of times. His body just comes back. He once teleported when he was captured by one of his evil brothers. He eventually escaped and used his weapon to teleport outside the ship into orbit in space. Got burned up in the planet's atmosphere to a smouldering pile of nothing, and then still came back to life. Like, it was just ash. It was nothing. Came back. Korax, he can make himself like totally not invisible. He's still there, but he can decide if he wants people to see him, they can see him. That's one of his abilities, for example. Fulgrim, he's just like really powerful physically. No, that's not Fulgrim. No, that's Fulgrim. He's basically like really good looking and like all on about perfection. Lehman Russ is, they call them space wolves. He's basically, part of his DNA was mixed with wolves, so they've got fangs and they're basically wolf-like, pack mentality. Like, it's Angron who's physically powerful. He was raised as like a slave, and when they first found him, they implanted this device in his head that is like eating away his brain and constantly causes pain. And when he fights, it releases like it's constantly, there's like all mechanical nerve micro level nerve fibers in his neural network in his brain, scratching away his nerves, doing damage. Like entire portion of his brain has been destroyed and replaced with this, so they can't remove it. But basically, it's designed to cause pain, headaches. You constantly, like, it pushes your adrenaline and your adrenaline to its max level, so you're always on the edge of violence. And when you actually fight, it rewards you with like a chemical release, so the pain stops. You get like a little bit of a high, because your endorphins and all that shit gets released, dopamine. So that's just one little. I mean, these books are like 7 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours. Then there's like, so there's individual characters that became really, really awesome. So Garrow is a space marine. So for those that know, space marines are basically genetically engineered humans. They basically grow to they weigh about 700 pounds, 800 pounds of pure muscle. They're about 2 meters tall. They get implanted with an extra 20 organs. They've got 2 hearts, a third lung, liver, kidney, whatever, I don't know. All sorts of abilities. Like each space marine is implanted with part of the father's DNA, grown an organ from their Primarch, their gene father. So the Primarch, so everyone from Magnus the Red, the Crimson King is Magnus, he's really psychically powerful. So every one of his sons that they're created from his DNA also have like really awesome psychic abilities. Super powerfully psychic, but compared to him, they're like a tiny little drop. They're like a raindrop compared to a hurricane. And him compared to the Emperor, he's like a little breeze against a tornado. It's insane, because when you realise how powerful a space marine is, then you're like, holy shit, the Primarchs are like demigods, and the Emperor is an actual god. So guys, what I'm going to do is, like, anyone who wants these, anyone who wants them, send me, sorry that's a bit cockeyed now, send me, you know what, you can't be cockeyed, it's fine. Guys, send me USB sticks, whatever size you want, whatever you've got, I don't mind. You can't send DVDs out, because new Macs computers, they don't have drives, and you don't get much capacity these days. So little micro USB sticks, these 64, I've got 128 gig cards in these. If you've got one of those, send me one. I've got adapters, I can pop it into my CalDigi and just copy stuff on. Depends how much you want. But I will share everything I've bought and everything I've got on the Horus Heresy with anyone that's interested. And guys, these are audiobooks, they're awesome. Because I don't sleep, I play these like all night, all day, if I'm in, whatever. I play when I'm playing Destiny. If I'm not recording, I listen to them all night. I have them playing. They're amazing, guys, they're amazing. For those that know, that have got some of them or read some of them, here's an opportunity to get everything, pretty much everything that's been released on audio, I will give you for free. And those that might be interested, if you're interested in sci-fi, dark sci-fi, guys, send me a message on this video and I will give you everything that can fit on your card. Send me multiple cards, whatever you want, okay? I'll pay for delivery back. I'll do it recorded. I suggest that if you send it in a padded envelope with bubble wrap, because then people don't know what it is and they might not try and steal it. I know it's not generally worth much, but some of them can be expensive. Luckily, technology has become really advanced and cheaper, so that's cool. But the entire Horus Heresy and all the 40k books, I just downloaded 2 new ones. There's a really cool dude, Commissar. Well, the series is called Gaunt's Ghost. There's like 20 odd books in there. There's only been like 6 or 7 released on audio, but they're amazing. He's amazing. Oh, Neil just tipped my entire cup of coffee all over my Mac, my GoPro, my Elgato, and my PlayStation. I better be careful. I'm excited for you guys, that's what it is. So, to round up, as a thank you for 900 subs, so everyone gets something if they're interested. For those that are interested in sci-fi or sci-fi horror or anything with demons, amazing, man, the narration. There's entire battles on ground. There's space marines, demigods, demons, a civil war between brothers that destroy the aliens, all sorts of aliens. There's an alien species called the Tyranids that came from outside the galaxy, and they're a hive mind, and they instantly evolve. They just consume every bit of biomatter. They'll land on a planet. Their entire technology, the ships, is all biotechnology. It's not mechanical in any way, and they just consume space marines, and they'll evolve almost instantly, create new beasts to fight better. They're amazing. Space marines have got amazing weapons, but I love the ship battles, guys. The small ships that the Imperium has, the frigates, which are like gunships, they're 7 kilometers long. The capital ships, destroyers, are like 26 kilometers long, and then they have like a phalanx, a battle barge, which is basically a small moon-sized ship, asteroid that's been hollowed out, and like thousands of guns. Like these guns, like the bridge on some of these small ships, are like half a mile long in diameter. Yeah, there's force fields, torpedoes. They've got planet-destroying weapons, virus bombs, lasers, macro cannons. Like these weapons make the most powerful nuclear weapons we've got look like firecrackers. These guys have weapons that can destroy planets. It's called exterminatus. Sometimes they're authorized to wipe an entire planet. So there's so much I want to say. So before the Imperium, there's a Federation. The technology is way less advanced, but we've still got fast and light travel, force fields, laser weapons, teleportation. But that is all the technology from like the year 28,000. So basically, all the psychers that started to evolve, and we didn't know about the warp and the demons. The Emperor did, but he kept it from everyone, and no one knew about them. So then there was like basically, also we created artificial intelligence, real artificial intelligence, which actually could be infested by demons because it's real artificial. So we had like full AI, the Iron Men, and there was they turned on us because they became corrupt by demons. So there was millions of planets suddenly fighting against AI, demon-infested robots, yeah? It's called the Dark Age of Technology. It's when technology was so advanced, we don't understand, like in the year 40,000, they don't understand how any of it works. Like, it's so advanced. And so that happened. And then Psychers, because they use the power of the warp, where the Chaos Gods and demons come from, they got taken over. If they didn't know how to control the powers, they got taken over. Then after all that happened, the demons managed, because when the demons come into our reality, they basically can't exist in our reality. They just fade away into like nothingness, and they go back into warp. But if they can create like a tear in reality, or open warp gates or whatever, and there's warp energy from the immaterium flowing, demons can exist, or they can be summoned, or they can be invited or possess people, whatever. So after this civil war with all the, so there was fighting against aliens, there was fighting against like the Iron Men, which were basically taken over by demons, AI, full robotic, really super advanced. Then after that, there was like the demons invaded, and which first time, and then like, so all these millions of planets that relied on, some planets were pure all technology, some planets were entire farmland. So they all relied, this massive federation relied on fast and light travel to keep this federation going. Then when the warp storms came and the demons invaded, everything got cut off. Like fast and light travel was not available for like 5,000-6,000 years. Some civilizations remained advanced, but a lot turned on themselves. A lot became regressive. So like some Earth colonies that eventually got found again are like cavemen type technology, Second World War technology. But the humans are horrible. But you're kind of raring for them to win, but they're sort of horrible because humans on these other planets, a lot of them evolved to be different, but because they're not human enough, they just get killed. They kill any aliens, anyone who's considered disloyal, they just kill him. So when they went out and when the Emperor decided to create the Empire, stopped all the wars on Earth. The planet's totally destroyed. It's got no oceans. It's fucked. But that's like the pearl. That's like the centre of the Empire. But then he went out, planet by planet, and basically asked them to join the Imperium. They got an invitation, and if they didn't want to, they got invaded and forced to, and they either got wiped out or conquered. It's called compliance. Well, it's brutal. And once the compliance, like, they have to give they've got a tithe. They have to give tens of trillions of tons every year of raw materials. Like, they're just cutting down entire mountains, mining for special ores and metals, and then they have to give tens of millions of people to the army. They have to. Like, they don't have a choice. And human society is like brutalized. It's horrible. There's like high lords and barons, and they've got all this wealth and power. But most humans like have to do a day's work, horrible grind, like 16 hours a day to feed the war machine just to get like food rations. Like, it's a brutal universe, but it's amazing. God, I've gone on for so long. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put what this video is about in the title, guys. Send me a message. I will check the messages every few days for the next week. I will send you. I'll reply with an email address, and then I'll send you an address you can send these things to. The entire Horus Heresy, all the 40k books that I've got. There's probably about, I don't even know. Let me have a quick look here. Let me just get the Horus Heresy up and see if I can show in Finder. All right, what I'll do is I'll show in Finder. Come on. And then what I'll do is I'll get the main folder and see how many items are in there. Now, this will include, some of the books are individual episodes. So, like, some books are 13 hours long, but each episode is like 40, 50 minutes. So yeah. But basically, damn it, I don't even know. Here we go. Oh, they're all different, damn it. I'm trying to, actually, I've got them all in iTunes, but I've also, here we go. So, okay, in the Warhammer 42k, I've got 127 books in there. They're all about 10 to 15 hours long. But actually, I've got about 150. I've just not added the new ones there. So the Horus, so if I can find the Horus Heresy as well for you guys, it's on the 2 terabyte drive. Let me have a look at this, and I'll show you. I'll see how many items are there. Where are you? There we go. Oh wait, is that all books or? So there's 1,798 items. So they're all files. So most of those are complete books, but I'd say like some books that are like individual chapters. So there's probably like, I don't know. Well, there's like nearly 2,000 items. That's like 55 gig for the Horus Heresy, yeah. Then the Warhammer 42k stuff. That's another 42 gig. So 120 gig would do it, probably. And I'll give them all away to as many people that want to send me some stuff, because it's an amazing franchise. And if I can give away whatever I've purchased for you guys to listen to, maybe you'll be interested in buying new stuff that comes out, and then you can support these guys. They're awesome. The books are like 30 quid a pop, but if you're a member on Audible, you can buy 3 credits for £13. So I spent like 150 quid without realising that. So I bought like about 5 books, 6 books, 7 books, like 150 quid. And then suddenly I realised I could get 3 for £13. I'm like, shit. Anyway, that's the video. I'm sorry it's gone on for so long. It's such an amazing thing. Thank you for the 900 subs. I'll put it in the title what it's about, that I'm going to give away. Thanks for 900 subs / going to give away all the Horus Heresy / 40k audiobooks in the title. Thanks guys, you're awesome. Just another mountain biking channel is my new channel. There's only one video. God, I look so chubby now. I feel so horrible on camera. Like, I need to lose that weight. Like, I'm naturally quite muscular. Like, I'm an average built guy, but naturally quite muscular. Not muscly, but muscular. And now I'm just like a bit podgy. I don't like it. Don't like it, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. 900 subs. Awesome. I'll try and upload more. Free Horus Heresy books. Free 40k Warhammer books. There's about probably 400 or 500 books for free that cost me quite a pretty penny. You're welcome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. So cheers.